things like funding and insurance and all these things, but it's the community and the people involved in it that I feel really supports Circus. It traditionally, everyone puts up the tent, and I think even in a contemporary area, the members who come in and train here, the students who come in and train here, the youth who come in and train here, Circus has this really strong feeling where it's not competitive. Circus Factory has been around for a lot longer than I've been here. From what I understand, in about 2000, there was a couple of people who went to Belfast Community Circus and did a training course there for a year. And they came back to Cork and didn't have anywhere to train, so they started to meet up. This became a collective. And they met up in various different spaces. They were in different artists' collectives, and this started to grow. Some more people began to get involved. More people came along with more skills to share. And then through over the years, in 2012, they found a place in Albert Quay. There was a warehouse there. So that became Circus Factory, I think, or it might have been called something else then, and that was when they had more of a structured place to stay and train. It started to grow more. Community shows started to develop. Classes started to happen. A youth program started to emerge from that, and then in 2015. It became formally established as a CCLG with a voluntary board of directors governing.
I was doing it as like a side thing. But over the past 2 years, I have quit working in retail because it wasn't feeding my circus skills, it wasn't feeding my art practice either.
I come in and I can switch off my brain for like an hour or two, and it's kind of like meditation, almost.
You've got to really take care of your body when you're doing circus. You've got to start thinking about prehab instead of rehab.
He was like, I noticed it in your shoulders. He's like, your shoulders have gotten big. And like first I was kind of freaking out about that because I was like, I don't want big shoulders. But I really like it now. It just completely, I think, definitely your core as well. It just makes you stronger overall.
I'm kind of nearing 30 now and my shoulders are getting a bit creaky and I've always had problems with my knees and stuff. So it's always just like, circus is a really good encouragement to maintain my body so that I can do the things I love to do. And it keeps me going. And you notice that throughout like the circus industry that performers do have quite a longevity in them, even if they have injuries and stuff like that. They find another way to do it, or they do something slightly different. It's kind of like in old traditional circus where once performers might get a little bit too old, they might become a clown and they'll entertain the ring, you know, in between the big wow acts.
You don't even notice really that you're working out because it's so fun. So I think that's why, like, you'll do it more often then. Like, I'm doing it consistently because it doesn't feel like, you know, I'm working out or something like that. It's fun. So you just kind of, it comes along with it, alongside it, that you get stronger, which is cool. And I'm kind of like proud of my shoulders now.
It's having a building with adequate height, adequate flooring, adequate equipment, adequate heat.
When I am performing, it flies by so quickly. it's just great to have all the lights and the set and everything like that when I do get to perform. It's a brilliant opportunity to be able to get up on stage and share with people.
Yeah, you feel kind of so powerful like after you've done it, because I'm nearly always scared right before I do it, but it's like, okay, I'm feeling the fear and then I feel great after I've done it. So it's kind of a thing, it like boosts your confidence a little bit.
It makes me feel capable, and there's lots of things in life that scare me, but circus gets me to do scary things every day, and it makes me feel able for everything.
COVID, like all other places, closed us down. However, Circus Factory never really, it felt like it just kind of paused and waited.
Like I have one kind of friend I've made in here that I train with a lot. We have a lot of fun when we're in here together, and we like try and figure out things we see maybe on Instagram or on videos. We're having fun trying to figure it out together, but we're also kind of motivating each other to go a bit further as well on what we already know.
Having people around that are also doing the same thing really helps keep the focus, and it really helps motivate. We can motivate each other to raise our standards.
So I think it'll always be something I do kind of to get me out of my head and as a hobby. But like I think it's always going to be part of my life.
I would love to see much further down the line that Circus Factory might be able to be in a purpose-equipped building that would further support artists in all the different areas of circus training.
I want to be performing throughout the summer and to be able to go train in warmer countries in the winter. I hope to be able to afford to build a house.
Start with the line, I could never do that, to turn around going, look what I can do. And it's a very empowering activity to bring into communities and groups. And I think it also breaks the barriers a bit of the circuit artist being somebody we all look in astonishment to. Actually, it's very much part of, it can be very much part of a community and part of a vibrant art scene.
Circus, it's great.